It's time for another Dice Tower review with Zee Garcia.
Hey folks, today we are taking a look at another Paco Games game. This series of games has 8 games, which can all fit in this carrying case, and they look like this. They're tiny little games, 30 cards. Today we're going to be taking a look at this one, Fly. This is a dexterity game in which you are using your fly swatter to collect flies from the table. Let me show you. Here's what the board looks like set up for Fly, and you are going to take this one sky card and stick it in the box and put it on the table somewhere, because that is going to denote how high up your hand must be as you hover above it with the swatter here and drop it onto the surface. The objective of the game is to cover the flies completely with the fly swatter, and at the end of the game you are going to get 1 point per fly only if you have at least 3 of the same kind of fly. And the kinds are 2 things. You can have the same shape, so circles, or you can have the same color. So at the end of the game I have 4 flies with the star symbol. I'm going to get 4 points for that grouping. If I only was able to get 2 green flies and they don't fit into any other set, then those 2 do not score for me at all, okay? And the gameplay is extremely simple. Again, your hand has to be this high up. You have to hold this with a single hand, and you are going to drop it. If you cover any fly completely, you score it. In this case, I did not cover that fly up entirely, and so we remove this. I give it to the next player, and they go. And they are going to do that. Boom, they covered up those 2 flies. They get those 2 cards. It comes back to me, let's say, or if we're playing with a third player, it'd be their turn now. And they are going to do that. They got those 2 flies. We pick this up. We remove those 2 flies. That one and this one. You can then consolidate the playing space like so. And you continue going around until the only 2 cards left are the 2 blank cards. This one's blank. This one's blank. Once that happens, then whoever has the highest score, as I explained already, is the winner. So there you go, Fly. Extremely simple. I've been rating all these games in the line from 1, the best, to 8, in my opinion, the worst. And Fly comes in at a stunning number 8. This is my least favorite game. Yes, this is okay, folks, to play once as a curiosity, I think. But after that, there's just not much here. The scoring system is interesting. I like that. I just wish it was used in a better game. Chris Handy is a brilliant designer of interesting scoring options. He really is. But this dexterity game just doesn't hold any weight, any water. It's just not an interesting game. You are dropping a card from about that high up off the table. You typically make what you went for because it's right there. It's just not a very interesting game. Some people out there I know like this kind of game. There's been things like Flower Fall and games of that ilk, which have been very popular. And so maybe if you like that style of game, you'll like Fly. For me, this type of game just doesn't hold any interest whatsoever. So in my own opinion, this is just not a very good game. Fly doesn't bring anything new to the dexterity realm of games, and setting up needs actually a big area, and you gotta sort of, lay out all these cards, which is, it's almost as long to do that as it takes to play the game because it's such a quick game. Not a very good game. This is, like I said, the 8th. In my opinion, the worst of all the Paca games. So, unless you are a huge fanatic of dexterity, dropping cards kind of games, you can definitely give this one a pass. That's Fly.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.